today? How about... Ooh, let's see. Apparently, the Witcher 4 developer is tired of justifying the fact that Ciri is the next protagonist. Well, you know, what would probably... What the hell? Why is this... How'd I do that? Okay, well, I guess I must have been moving something around and not done something. That's fine. Please put that right there. And how about we take me in... No, me, the avatar. There we go. Ah! I can't do this shit today. What the hell? It'll zip me over here. How's that? Yeah? Alrighty then. Oh god, I'm off the track here. Yoink. There we go. Can we read still? Yes, you can read still. Awesome possum. Okay. So apparently you're not allowed to question or literally just question whether Ciri is the best protagonist for The Witcher 4. Now I know most Witcher fans are gonna go, oh well, you know, it should we want Geralt, sorry. Oh, because he was cool. I'm not asking personally them to justify in any way why Ciri would be the protagonist of this game. If you go by the books and even by the games, Ciri makes the perfect sense to make into the protagonist. It just does. My questioning is, how Girlboss is it going to be? How modern day feminism is it going to be? That's my question. Because I liked Ciri as a character. I fully understand Ciri is like an uber powerful character, which is cool, fine and dandy by me anyway. Now, other people might have a completely different take on that. But for me, Ciri being a badass and the main character, I'm fine with that. It's the people behind the decision that I'm, well, let's just say, a little concerned with, okay? But we'll dig in here for just a sec here. Ciri is staying as the main character in Witcher 4. Well, yeah, because if they worked on the game this long, it'd be kind of stupid to make a different main character, but okay. And you should wait to play the full game before you judge. It says, I'm going to butcher this, but I'm going to try. Han Hermaswies? Wow. A member of CD Projekt Red's development team. Well, see, this is the part that kind of concerns me when they say you should wait to play the full game before you judge. Well, people are going to judge it on what they see in front of them before they play the game. That's how they decide whether or not they're going to spend their hard-earned money on playing your game. So you need to give them something good to judge by. You know, you need to give them something that says, yes, you absolutely want to play this game. Look at the environment. Look at our great, awesome story, because the Witcher games had, what do they have? Great environments and awesome storylines. So, if you were to, say, take that out and just say, oh, look, we have Ciri here, you should like it because it's a powerful girl, then the majority of gamers probably aren't going to go for it. Let's see, ever since the first official release trailer during the Game Awards, yes, you remember the Game Awards, the Dave Keeley Shill Out Awards, you know, where they gave a major award to, oh god, what was that guy's name? A guy, I forgot his name, but he was supposedly helping developers when he was actually the guy in charge of hiring and firing developer type people or some shit like that. I don't remember really clearly. I know I did a video on it, and people did not like that shit. Oh no, they were so mad at me for being honest. Oh well, anyway. So, are you Team Ciri or Team Geralt? Well, if I have to pick a side, it's going to be Geralt, obviously, because I've read and played as him for, 3 games and for however many years. right? So I would obviously pick Geralt. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't like the gameplay in Witcher 3 when you got to play Ciri. It felt boring and contrived and like it was just added in because it had to be there. Now, am I saying the gameplay for Ciri in Witcher 4 is going to be that way? No, I'm not. I'm sure, since how she's the main character, obviously they are going to give her a good moveset. I don't want her to move like Geralt. I want her to be more agile and quick. Not strong, agile and quick. I believe that if you're going to play as a woman, you should lean in to the strengths that a woman would have. She could train her body and herself, especially quote-unquote being a witcher, which that does bother me a little bit. I'm curious if they're going to actually make her a full-blown witcher, or if she's just learned some of the tricks of the trade, shall we say. I'm thinking probably the second part would be the better idea, but that's just me. What are we going here? According to interview, blah, blah, blah. When the game will be out, you'll be able to see for yourself and fully embrace her character, her story. And I think that will be the moment to make opinions and make calls. Well, no, see, opinions are usually made beforehand, unfortunately, because that's just how the human mind works, right? Like, you probably saw the thumbnail of this video and had the opinion of, that looks like shit, I'm going to keep going. Or, that looks kind of cool, I'm going to click on and see what this guy has to say. Right? That is an opinion. It's a quick opinion, but it's an opinion. And if when you show us Ciri doing Girlboss shit right away, and doing things that Geralt would have had trouble with, yeah, well, most of us are kind of like, I'm not for this, but we'll see. So I gotta take a drink of the tasty beverage. And there we go, okay. I couldn't see the microphone for a second. I thought I was talking to me and myself and not actually putting out the audio. Beverage. So let's see here. Oh yes. Whether it's a backlash against woke culture, or the case of actually, I think it's probably more a case of actuallys. I don't think. How do I put this into words that people will understand, and I don't sound like a complete dickhead? I don't think it's so much a case of like people going back against the woke culture. I think if it were that, I think it's more of the woke, quote unquote woke culture, or a better way to describe it, ideological culture, which happens on both sides, by the way. The right and the left. It's just right now we're dealing with the fucking lefty-tards, okay? When I was a kid, it was a religious right saying that Mortal Kombat was going to make fucking kids go outside and throw spears into each other's heads and yell, "Get over here!" So, tit for tat, okay? Let's see what I was going for. So this is just basically a big hoo-ha about how you shouldn't judge a game before it comes out, which is, in a way, I agree with. But if all they've given us is, well, in my opinion, bad things to judge, then why would we not judge it that way? And yes, they even gave us the tech demo with The Witcher 4, saying that there's like muscle under the horse skin, so the horse moves smoothly and properly and blah blah blah. And look at the environments, they're so pretty, yada, 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 yada. But, let's be honest, the majority of times when they do these type of things, how many things that they tell you are going to be in a game? Like, oh, look at these awesome reflective surfaces, which, okay, fine, whatever. Or, look at this particular style of gameplay you can do. How many times have they done that and it not been in the games? And I'm not just talking CDPR either. I'm talking in general, from every major developer of any game franchise. So yeah, am I skeptical about The Witcher 4's main character being Ciri? A little bit. Am I gonna be angry that it's Ciri? No, obviously not. I like Ciri as a character. I thought she wasn't done very well in Witcher 3, which is just my opinion, obviously. But, you know, hey, she could end up being fucking awesome. I'll play it, and I'll be honest about it. If I like the game, I will tell you I like the game. If I don't like the game, I will tell you I don't like the game, and I will tell you why I don't like the game. So when it comes out, if I'm still doing this streaming shit, which hopefully I am, then we will play it together. Anyway, let's see here. What else we got?